Hi everyone, here's our week 5 video about this student that we are observing as well as who we've interviewed. I interviewed the SLP, actually it was the same SLP from last week where we did our SLP interviews because the speech and language pathologist also sees this student that I am choosing to interview. She has 5 speech goals and receives the related services through her. So I interviewed her. She observes the same behaviors that I do, and it's actually kind of a unique situation because the student's behaviors are so severe and aggressive, and the duration, intensity, and frequency are so high or long as far as the duration. We do speech in our classroom, so the SLP comes to our classroom and she's able to have myself or an IA sit with the student and her while they do their one-on-one speech. So it's kind of cool because, and a unique situation because we get to observe the exact same behaviors and get to process through and debrief through and find a plan to or help to come up with a plan or a strategy that will help the student and hopefully decrease those behaviors. So that's kind of neat. As far as how it's operationally defined, we look at, again, intensity and frequency and duration. The intensity is extremely high. She is very physically aggressive. As far as frequency, we see this on a daily basis, multiple times a day. And as far as duration, on average, we're in school for 6.5 hours, and on average, the student is physically aggressive 5 of those hours. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, depending upon the day, but like I said, on average it's about 5 hours. And what is something new that I learned about the behavior? There really isn't anything new because this student is my student and I've had her for a while, so there wasn't anything new for me that I learned. It wasn't like I just went to observe her or something. So there wasn't, like I said, anything new. But this is definitely attention-seeking and avoidance behavior, as I talked about in that first video and interview. Thank you.